Hey guys, Ollie here, and before we start this episode, I have a little update for the Forest Green Rovers career mode. So basically, we have continued to lose a fair bit of gameplay footage. So what I'm going to do is the Notts County game, which is the last game of episode number 4, which we actually, of course, didn't finish. We were halfway through the game, and the gameplay went. Most of October, November is gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sim forward the 2 months and start going again from December. So I'll show you what happens. I've got a couple bits of gameplay, but whether I'll show them or not, I don't really know. But that's basically what's going to happen. So sim forward, show you like scout reports, anything else that I have recorded that's relatively interesting. I'll of course show you the results that we got, and we'll start again from our first game of December away against Grimsby Town. So once again, guys, I know this is far from ideal, but this is what's going to happen if the Forest Green Rovers career mode is going to continue in a proper manner, other than having to fill you in on results every time we go through, which of course is just even worse. But without further ado, let's get into the episode. So here we have our calendar showing how we did in the last 2 games. We of course beat Notts County. We managed to win at home against Newport. October was a good month, in fact. Draws us to Stevenage and Coventry, both away from home, 1-1 and 2-2. And then we managed to go and beat Northwest side Morecambe at home at the end of the month. Scoutport was not much to speak of, but unfortunately we lost in the FA Cup on a Friday night under the lights at the new lawn. Could have potentially been a televised game, that. But we beat Coventry and then drew away at Crewe Alexandra, drew away again at Chesterfield, and drew at home to Cheltenham, which is a disappointing result. So before the game starts, we're set up in our 4-1-2 formation. We have a look at some players, and Usman Fane has 97 fucking stamina. What a beast. I think he's built for that central role to stay by himself and single-handedly protect the defence, which allows us to get forward more and become the highest goal scorers in the league. So we'll continue in that vein. We will see as Reece Brown's already on the ball and hitting a shot straight at it's actually Sam Russell, the Avon goal, our old goalkeeper who we sold to them for peanuts, I believe. But it will be worth it. It will be worth it, as I think Taylor Edwards does soon turn 16. I mean, I hope so. I just play ball over to Cox, who cuts in, crosses it in, and the header goes wide, unfortunately, for the corner. We'll see how this one turns out. George Hurst has to go and hit the post, doesn't he? We love you, George Hurst, but he could have scored and, made it worth showing the first 10 minutes of this game. But despite us dominating the first innings of the game, it was Grimsby to take the lead, as Shadipo tried his best to clear off the line, but it's to no avail, as I believe that's Scott Vernon at the far post putting it in to make it 1-0 to Grimsby. I think it's their first real attack all game, and it finds a back stick. I shouldn't want my keeper out really, but Shadipo tries his very best, but his defensive ability is kind of failing him a bit there. Own goal from our left midfielder. Can we get back into it? We will try our best to get the ball here. Scott Laird tries to ping it over to Shadipo. Manages to chug off the experienced Ben Davis at right back. Gets to the byline, swings it into the back stick, and it's clear. Cox cannot get there. But luckily for us, that lead will not last too long, as our big black tank Farney gets the ball. George Hurst holds it now and finds an absolutely world-class reverse ball. It was initially aimed for Sean Cox going around the outside, but I didn't really realise Reece Brown was coming down to basically fill his position. Hence why I called it a bit of a worldy pass in sarcastic inverted commas, as you may say. But anyway, we get all we deserve in getting the equalising goal. It's Grimsby Town 1, Forest Green Rovers 1. And we hope we can now push on to get ourselves a victory. I think now you know exactly what's going to happen with Grimsby on the attack. They're going to find an absolutely AIDS bullshit goal when they hit the post and it just falls straight back to him. I don't know how he finds a space in there, to be fair. Our defender just leaves him and it comes back to Martin Wolford. Joining from Rangers, I believe, because they did sign quite a few English players and quite a few have actually just come back, so it didn't really work out for them. But anyway, Sean Cox runs the whole way along the pitch, and just 2 minutes after Walford puts them ahead, George Hurst is on hand to nod it into basically an empty net to put them back level. Well, it's not an empty net because there's a goalkeeper in goal, but with how overpowered heading is on this FIFA, there might as well not be a keeper. When as soon as you head it into the ground, they sit on the fucking floor, guys. Honestly, that's a little bit of advice. They literally sit on the floor, do not make any iota of an attempt to go and save the ball. Anyway, lads, that will be that for the half, as Kelly Evans runs up the pitch and is unfortunately intervened by Carly Osborne. So at half time, I feel like that's our strongest squad we have, really. So we're going to go into the second half and hope we can produce some more goodness. Anyway, guys, I do feel like this 4-1-2-1-2 works well when you have a team that is fairly equipped to go out and do a job. As play ball down the line to Luke James, who's very good at holding it up. Gives it to our man Shadipo, who tucks it in the near post. He scored at the wrong end. He's now scored at the right one. Olamide Shadipo. I believe he has a goal bonus. Can't remember what it is, but he may soon be reaching it. So best be careful. May have to release him before he gets to that goal bonus. Who am I kidding? I'm not like that. I mean, if I had severe money issues, that sort of thing, you'd have to be thinking of. But in like Football Manager, that one where you go bankrupt. I can't remember what it's called. One of the challenges. I do quite like challenges, to be fair. I find them even more entertaining than playing a normal FMC, because I normally do the challenge and then just like carry on the career. I'm a weird guy. I have weird tastes in all things, not just Football Manager, as we almost make it 4-2. I don't know who that was at the near post, but it's able to just smack it wide of Sam Russell's goal. Midway through the second half, and Grimsby have a free kick put it into the box, which comes to nothing. But here comes the lightning counter-attack, because you see Luke James bursting away from the defence, tries something a bit clever. They're both running, we stop it up, fool them both, but cannot finish. But George Hurst is on hand to get his second off the game. If you and Aiden come down from space and you said one of these strikers is our top scorer in the entire league, you would say George Hurst, because Luke James, if you're top scorer, you expect him just to go bag that, not straight at him, but Russell just palms it straight to George Hurst. I seem to take an absolute age fiddling around with our substitutions here as we go to a 4-3-3 but holding formation. So eventually going to be Lee Collins playing the holding role with Tristan Traore and Usman Fane in front. Fane is captain. I didn't actually realise that, but and it's going to be just those two subs. Will be Luke James and Sean Cox coming off to be replaced by Lee Collins and Tristan Traore. 4-2 is how the game eventually ends as the ball goes out to the left hand side. A faithful little shake of hand from me, my manager, I guess. Me is who you describe him as? Is it the club's manager? Is it you? Oh, I don't know. That's the kind of thing you think of when you're in the shower or up at 3 AM. I haven't got time for that right now. So as you can see in the corner, we are actually third in the league, now picking up a very good fight with Coventry and Swindon Town at the top of the table. My tongue twister there. It's not really. Shouldn't really twist your tongue, but I'm not quite the full ticket in the head, so there we go. But anyway, we're going to change up some of our training. So we're going to give some people like Charlie Cooper. I'm going to give him 2 drills because I think he can hit about 70. So just a player who we could potentially make some use of if we sold some players, because we have I know Traore's listed for transfer, and we need to sell some players in order to get a couple pre-contracts going for of course January, to improve our squad for next season, hopefully in League 1, or else this series would get kind of boring if we were in League 2 for another year, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, shooting boots missing for James, as you can see in the corner there. But anyway, going to go on to home game against Luton Town. We're going to actually simulate it, and hopefully we get a win. Brown shows his class. I mean, he's probably our best player, not going to lie. We just have to check our fixtures, and then we're going to go and fire away, simulate the game at home to Luton Town, who are one of the strongest squads in League 2 actually. I wasn't scared of playing them, it's just I thought we should simulate a game. I'm going to do it. And we win 1-0. Brilliant. And that means we're top of the league right now. If you saw very quickly in the corner, this is on sped up 2 times. So there we are. 41. I was going to have a quick look at some stats. Luke James, top of the goal scorers. Reece Brown, top of assists. And Quinones wasn't too far down the pile actually for his clean sheets. As you can see, he scored 40 goals, highest in the league. I mean, I'm pretty buzzing with that personally. I was going to offer Dan Wishart. He's had about 3 decline because he probably won't take a wage cut from Team in Ireland. He'd rather just sit in the reserves here and rot himself away. So 2 days before Christmas, we're going to go into a game. Once again, Brown shows his class. They love showing that one, don't they? But yeah, 2 days before Christmas Day, going to go into a home game against Carlisle. We play on Boxing Day as well against Exeter City, which is a game I'm going to sim because I don't want to play my own club really. So we're going to have a look at a few stats. We're going to put Tony Gomez. We're going to squeeze on the bench. Haven't played him yet. He's a striker. See if we can get him a little bit of game time. So same team, same formation, same setup. Hopefully the same result as against Grimsby Town. Carlisle, fairly strong squad. Exeter did beat him in the playoff semi-finals last year before we eventually went on to lose against Blackpool. The top scorer in the league, Luke James, gets his own little feature, the lucky bastard. But anyway, it's not a Luke James game, it's a team game as shown last time out, because he did not really have the impact that I expected he would. George Hurstmore stole the show, as he's now actually a higher rating than him. He's 66, with Luke James stood at 65. This game is very, very dull up to around the 41st minute as they win the ball, but it's Farner using his superhuman-like strength to win it back, and George Hurst just thinks, fuck it, let's have a pop. Let's prove I am now the best striker at this club. And he's not put a bad name out for himself, to be fair, making it 1-0 to Forest Green on the stroke of half-time. Turned out to be a good investment. He's grown for 4 overall points in about 3 months. Going to hit 81, of course, and yeah, doing really well for himself now, as hopefully we can cement our place at the top of the pile in the Sky Bet League 2, which is also in comment actually, because I couldn't work out why it wasn't called Sky Bet. Thank you for shouting it out, that obviously it's gambling. That's what I realised after I watched Doctor's Huddersfield career, as we almost concede there, but never mind. But it's because obviously gambling. It's why the Huddersfield Town is called the Carlisle Stadium, not the John Smith Stadium. Obviously it's alcohol. It's an over 18 product. As we're going to go and try and get a ball in with Sean Cox, the far post, and Jadipo forces a very good save out the keeper. So out this corner, which eventually does come to nothing. Header goes over the bar. It's going to be half time, and going to actually go in to the break at 1-0, which is going to be nice. The Xbox fucked up again, and we win the game 2-1 against Carlisle. But anyway, let's move on from that atrocity. Anyway, guys, very sorry about that, but at least you got to see half the game. That is the only footage error in this episode, and hopefully forever, ever more. So we're going to take a risk and sim 3 games here, just because they're all together, and it'll take us into the transfer window, which we're going to make some pre-contract signings after some players do leave us. So extra game simmed, Lincoln game simmed, and got the match against Wickham. Once we get into the to the new month, it's got some things to load. Against Wickham will be simulated on the Monday, and we'll be on to the Tuesday. See how we do. We don't do particularly brilliant. We end up in 3rd when we were 1st. Manny Monfils has gone. Drissa Traore has had an offer, so we're going to try and squeeze a little bit more. When you're a selling club, you can squeeze a bit more out than when you're the buying club. Because obviously they're interested in buying the players, so they're going to be happy to pay more. So scouting, of course, has gone up the fucking pipe this year. Taylor Edwards is now 16, so that's nice and positive to have. As we're going to have a look at our squad very quickly, see if we list up Quinones, get some money and train up Edwards, but that of course wasn't to be. Edwards now 60. When we looked on his details on Squad Hub, it said he got shown great potential, which is up to about 85, I believe, as offer for Dale Bennett. We just think, fuck it, accept it. Go on your travels. We've played you a handful of times all year. And we can probably cope without you. So I'm going to send on to a game against Port Vale, which we're not going to play in this episode actually, because we're going to sort some fucking deals out. So put a couple of players on the short list. Got 4 centre halves on there. Pretty big. 2 centre mids and a striker in Jamal Lowe. All from English League 1 or 2, apart from Chow, who's in the Scottish division playing for Ross County. So we have a look, decide who's going to be best really. Jordan Willis is the only player who we have a rough idea over. So what we're gonna do, we have a look through that to see what the hell that even meant, because we don't know what that means much. So have a look. They say they want about 12 grand for Craig Slater, so that automatically is just a no from us. Jordan Willis, however, we are going to try and sign, and do actually successfully sign. Very good centre half, 66 overall, can hit 75, I believe. At least in the first update which I was playing on, may have changed, but he's currently only 3.4. He's a crucial first team player, because you want to set him off because Iacovetti is going back from his loan, and we only really have him and him, Consa, and Mark Roberts at the moment. Hopefully we can find a youth centre half. If not, we may end up later on in the window going to sign another centre half if we get the money. But 2.6 we're willing to take. So what we do is we slash the bonus off, because we know he's going to play that amount of games, so we're not willing to pay him a bonus. We're just going to pay him a little bit extra a week. Try 2.8, which isn't successful. 3.2 they demand. I had a bit of an issue here sorting out my life, so we'll just skip this bit, shall we? After all that, we couldn't even do anything about it. It wouldn't let us submit a new offer, so we just paid the 3.2 a week, and he'll join us at the start of the new season, hopefully to partner Consa in our League 1 side. So that's Willis tied up. He will join us. He will be joining us in July. Yeah, it is July, isn't it? When the whole team starts. We think about going for Jamal Lowe. I think I'll hold off. I think strikers aren't a massive priority, but I feel like another CDM would be nice, as Traore's gone. I can't see Lee Collins staying with us too long, so only going to have Farnay, and obviously has got 97 stamina. I can't see him playing every game, and Chode's maybe a little bit more high rated than him, or I think he is actually. He was formerly at Wigan, I believe. The 5.3k from a low Scottish team means that he's got a little bit about him, basically. I can't remember his rating really, but if I peg it down, we try and slash an appearance bonus from 6.2, so we try and just stump it down a little bit. See if we can just get anywhere. If not, we can always go back in with him. Try 5.7, 5.9 they want, 5.9 we accept. So that's fine. With a little signing on bonus, that's 2 pre-contract players through the door at this club. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully you accept the little change in what's kind of happened. Well, I'll say little change, a little alteration, paper over the crack style thing that I had to do. But yeah, it was important to do that in all of his moves, to maintain a slight bit of integrity still. It has done so well so far, and I'm baffled by all you guys' support. So thank you very much for watching. Don't know when I'll put this out yet, because I'm kind of rushing this a little bit to get it out before I go on holiday for a week to Spain with my girlfriend. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching once again, and I'll be back for another video on my channel. Please have a good day.